CBS World News, Bob Trout speaking. And again, we bring you the available reports, all of them from German sources, on what the Berlin radio calls the invasion. There is still no Allied confirmation from any source. Correspondents who rushed to the War Department in Washington soon after the first German broadcast was heard were told that our War Department had no information on the German report. There's been no announcement of any sort from Allied headquarters in London. The first news of the German announcement reached this country at 12:37 a.m. Eastern Wartime.
Well, hello, YouTubers. Yes, we're going to do this on the fly. Say hi, Gene. I can see you.
Hi, YouTube.
Say hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
So, this is going to be a weird video. Yes, it's Saturday. No, this isn't a truck video.
But it
no,
is kind of World War II.
No, this isn't a ham radio video. This is...
an RSG excursion.
Yeah. So, Gina is Sean's wife, if I haven't mentioned that in a prior video, which I think I've done a couple of times. But anyhow.
I think I was referred to as the boss.
Yeah, the boss.
It's a better title.
So, Sean, in his infinite wisdom, finds a couple of military lanterns brand new in a box in a little town in Ohio not far from our house. Calls me last night and says, "Hey, guess what I found? Let's go get these." Okay, fine.
Which is dangerous when you get a phone call like that.
Yeah, right. So, I get my butt up. I get cleaned up best I can. And meet Sean, and we make a trip to West Virginia, specifically Wheeling. Well, Triadelphia. We meet the guy from Ohio. We get the lanterns, and I'll show you the lanterns here in a bit. And we're like, we met the guy at the Cabela's parking lot up here in Triadelphia.
I'm going to try to hide what's back here.
So we pick up the lanterns, and they were an excellent buy. Excellent buy. So we get those, and we'll figure we're in Cabela's parking lot. Let's go to Cabela's since we're here. So we go to Cabela's. I'll give you the rest of the story in a bit because it gets weird from there. We'll follow up with that when we get back home. But right now we're going to go eat lunch. And yeah, this will follow up. Gina's got it right. It's definitely an adventure.
It's an excursion.
An excursion, yes.
Yeah,
Usually when Sean and I get together, they're definitely excursions. And something weird always happens.
We shouldn't fall and crack your head.
I didn't fall and crack my head.
Knock on wood. It ain't
Knock
over
on
yet.
something, yeah. But yeah, we're going to go have lunch, and then I will bring you back when we get back to Sean's and show you what the day's festivities has ended up with. Suffice to say that we walked out expecting to spend $100 and take a nice ride, and we spent, what,
About $2,300.
$2,300?
$2,300.
Oh, I spent $2,300. Somebody kill me now. Okay, we'll be right back. You'll see here in a minute. We're going to go have lunch, but for you it'll only be a couple of seconds. All right, so we're back at Sean's, and our first adventure was for these. That's right, brand new, in the box, fresh from the United States military, lanterns. 2 of them to be exact. And Happy Boy's over there taking one of them out. And right now, he's trying to pull the toolkit out of it. What's the matter? You got fat fingers?
I do.
So that's a wrench for the generator and stuff.
That's got to be the wicks.
Yeah. Don't know what those are. Yeah, I said a manholes.
Or manholes, yeah.
Oh yeah, look, punch.
Yeah, I think it's at 5 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 6.
6.
Yeah.
So you got 6 manholes, the wrench. You can put 5 of them back in there.
What tells you on the box? 6 manholes, 1 wrench, 1 plunger cup, 2 generator tubes, 1 each picker assembly, I guess.
So what, the generators and stuff are down the bottom?
I don't know.
Unless they took them out.
Yeah, that could be. I don't.
Yeah, it's any generator.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's in a bigger scheme of things. So for those of you that aren't lantern savvy, that little tube that's inside of there that goes from the base up to the top, that's a generator.
I can't imagine it was one of them little things you do, right?
It's a fish hook style generator.
Okay, I'll stop.
We got 2 of those for one hell of a price. So that brings the count up to 6 between you and me. I got 2. You got the 2 we just got off of Reach. Now we got those 2.
Well, I only had 1.
Don't forget your manholes.
Well, I'm gonna put them in that wooden box.
Oh.
I'm gonna put them in a sandwich baggie and put them in this wooden box.
Well, now you got 5.
Correct.
What the hell one person's going to do with 5 lanterns, I have no idea. But
Well, I will part. With them eventually.
oh, so we're saying if somebody needs a military lantern,
I very well may make a deal.
because we have 2.
I only wanted 1. So I wasn't gonna.
Then I'll just give you the money and you can give me the other one. And then if somebody in YouTube land wants one, then we'll make a deal.
Yeah, because my wooden box, I've got 1 like that and 1 oil lamp.
Well, then you got the 2 we got off of Reach over there. Or somewhere, wherever you put them.
Repair parts list.
Oh, look at that. Nifty. That was worth it. You don't ever see the original parts list. State Machine Products Company, Dry Ridge, Kentucky.
But meanwhile, everything's Coleman. You can take a part off a Coleman lantern and put it right on there. I guess it's the one he had out.
Same deal. Yep, US stamped right on it.
87.
Well, that can't be right. There's a box that say 82.
Oh, 81. Well, maybe 81 then.
I mean, they're so close. I mean, they're identical to the World War II ones.
Seriously.
Somebody's been in that one. Oh, no. No, they haven't. That's why it's in there.
It's just wet down.
Yeah, that's the way it was from when it shipped. Nobody's ever touched these things.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's.
I don't think they've ever, yeah, I don't think they've ever been fired.
Oh, this ought to be fun.
There's the only difference between these ones and the World War II ones. The World War II one's got, say, U.S. military or U.S. Army on the side of the glass. It's got the etched glass.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. That's still the 4-quadrant glass, just like the World War II one. It's just, you get the etched glass things and you'd be there. I mean, it's identical. Nobody'd know the difference. Alright, so we're going to tinker with these a little more, and then I'll show you the other two things we kind of walked into. Oh, there he goes. Got the tool out, and there's the nails. So they lost the generators.
No, that's what they're calling generators is in.
Well, maybe.
Here, maybe it's
Yeah,
screens.
Well, there's nothing in the bottom of that box either. Oh, wait. Another piece of paper, probably another parts list or something.
That's what it looks like. Looks like the one sheet he didn't put back in the
Yeah,
box.
same thing. Yeah, so one parts list goes in one box, one parts list goes in the other box.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything on the hard sides.
Nope. So the only thing that's missing is a generator. And you can still buy them now, so they still make them.
I think I bought like 5 or 6 of them, didn't I?
Yeah, I think I got 3 or 4 at the house. Not that you ever got to change them very often. I think out of all times I've had mine, I think I've only changed it once. Alright, well, we'll pack this back up and then I'll continue on with the other excursion that this adventure brought on today. Okay, so I guess we're going to fire these lanterns up sooner or later today, but we took a little break and I'll show you one of the other things that today's little excursion got us into. So after we got the lanterns, because we met the guy in the parking lot of Cabela's, we decided to go to Cabela's. Now,
that was the start of a dangerous.
Yeah, in hindsight, yes. But normally when we go to Cabela's, we go just to look. We never buy anything. But today, of course, was a different story. So we walk into Cabela's and, you know, they're a firearms dealer. They have firearms there, in addition to every other thing under the sun. So we always go look. And they got this little cubby hole back in there. They call it the gun library. And that's where they keep all their collectibles and antiques and stuff like that. So we always go walking, and Sean and I always go walking, and we drool all over the goodies that we can't never afford, right?
Because it's Cabela's.
Because it's Cabela's, right? So, in the process of walking around and drooling over the cabinetry, going, we wish we had the money, I hear the guys talking about $2 grand they just got in. I heard Garand, and I looked at the guy, and I went, Garand? Garand? You have Garands? And they just took them in. They weren't on display yet. Guy was talking, they just listed them on the internet. Well, I got news for you. If you're going to go, if you see a website advertisement at the Cabela's in Triadelphia, West Virginia, for 2 World War II Garands,
Oh, they probably took the one down.
one's gone. Because, and forewarn you, this is, well, I'm about to show you a weapon. So, I bought one of the 2. They had a Winchester and they had a Springfield. And I looked at them both. And I ended up buying the Springfield. And yes, ladies and germs, there's the Springfield. Right there. Yes, I bought a Garand. Why did I buy a Garand? I'm a World War II reenactor, and I'm silly like that. As if I don't spend enough money on radio stuff, doing World War II radio stuff, I bought a Garand rifle. I gotta admit, it was in decent shape, and the price was right. It's the only reason I bought it. So let me flip this around, and I'll show you. So here it is. So like I said, they had two. They had a Winchester, and they had a Springfield. And this is the Springfield. I don't know how easy or, oops. I don't know how easy or hard it is to see, but there it is, Springfield Armory. And yeah, it's in nice shape. It was in somebody's collection, and evidently something happened and they turned in their collection. But yeah, so I got it out, and Skippy over there, who's the family armorer, is going to tear this apart because it needs greased and gone over and everything. But yeah, we're going to do that. So you're going to get a quick lesson on playing with a Garand rifle. And then, so in the process of me buying the paperwork, doing the paperwork to buy that, Skippy and Gina are still looking around the gun library. Well, I get done buying that, and they walk over, and now he's talking about buying a rifle. I seriously think that he did it just so that I wouldn't one-up him. But Skippy there bought a rifle too. Would you like to expand on what you purchased there, happy boy?
Nah, it's not World War II related.
Oh, tell him.
It's just something that I wanted.
See, Skippy boy is into antiques. But he's into all antiques. Me, I'm just into World War II stuff. But Skippy there is into everything. And he does some cowboy action stuff. He's got some cowboy action stuff.
Civil War stuff.
Yeah.
That was my first love, Civil War stuff.
So Skippy there buys an
1873
trapdoor
carbine.
So, yeah. And I'll leave that up to him whether he wants to show you or not. But he ended up buying that one. Now, granted, I spent more money than he did. He got a better deal, so I would expect no less.
Not much.
But yeah, today was an expensive day between the two of us. So yeah, when we start playing with the Springfield here, I'll let the family armorer give you the lowdown on the Springfield Armory Garand rifle. Because I am
by no means an expert.
Well, you're more of an expert than me. So yeah, we'll go to that here shortly. Oh hell, he's got my rifle. Last time we did this, I got nervous.
Yeah, little peep sight's got some bordering on it.
Now, have you no fear, audience, because when it comes to weaponry, there's almost nobody else I'd rather trust than the guy you're looking at.
Yeah, okay.
Because I know my fair share of weapons, but he knows way more than... Oh, you broke it! Jesus God, he's had it for 2 minutes and look. Hey, you know, I just paid over $1,000 for that. Be nice. What are you looking at? It's a little snug.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Now it's half the gun it used to be.
Sorry.
I feel robbed.
Nothing happened.
You know, if you weren't my brother, I'd be panicky right now.
That'd be alright.
I said that about the other gun I bought too. Until we were done. So, you just lift it up on the trigger guard, hold the trigger assembly out, and then the rest of it separates from the stock.
Correct.
Okay.
Correctamundo. Yeah, this pulled down.
Okay.
Well, I guess I should have had this. Like that.
Oh, so that's the hammer that locks into the trigger release. What you just clicked back.
Yeah. Yeah, see, he shot this thing and never cleaned it. Now what do I do?
What? Wait a minute. This isn't going to be my Nagant all over again, is it?
It's been a while since I tore one of these apart.
You're not instilling confidence into your brother.
Can't remember if I could have that back or not. It's been a long time. Don't think. Yeah, no. No. Get a pair of gloves because I always tear my hands apart.
You know, the guys in the war didn't have gloves.
Yeah, well, they didn't tear their hands apart. Doing a ground up restoration on a CCKW, and you can see.
Should I feel bad?
No. No, you don't have to.
Should we ask for donations to your medical care?
No.
The guy at the store did say this thing's like probably never been oiled.
No.
That's why it's so stiff. So I got the mainspring out.
I just think it's dry as a bone.
There's the bolt carrier.
I guess I gotta take the gas tube off. I didn't think I had to. I guess I gotta take the gas tube off.
So there it is in 50 million pieces. I had to pull the gas tube off. Luckily Skippy there has one. And he had the toolkit, which is right, if I can find it, right there, to get that off, because he has his own GARAND standing up right there. So he had the stuff, and yeah, looks like nobody ever cleaned it. Looks like they shot it and never cleaned it. So that's what we're going to spend the next little bit doing, is cleaning this up and put it back together and get all the crap out of it and get it lubed up. So as soon as we get it back together, I'll bring you back. Alright, well, there it is. Sorry I didn't get all of it, but it was dirtier than expected. But we got it back together. It cycles. And yeah, it was a mess. Whoever had it made a mess of it. But there it is. We even cycled it because Sean's got some dummy ammo over there. He's got lots of live ammo. But he's got some dummy rounds over here. So he's got well, that's kind of hard to do, huh? Anyhow, see how they got dents in them? That's because they're practice rounds. So he's got a bunch of them. And they go in that clip. And just cleaning them up.
Yeah, they got a little dirty.
Oh yeah, that's what you hear.
Sorry.
This is what you hear when you're out of ammo. But anyhow, once you get them all cleaned up, that's what they look like when they're all done. So, for those of you that don't realize what this does, so let's see if I can do this one-handed. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. So you take this. There it goes. See how that locks open? So the idea is, get you going here. Let's take the magazine or the clip here and you line it up. You shove it down inside of there, kind of like that. Okay? Well, when you shove it down in there, see this little tray right here? It goes all the way down in, and that's why they call these things thumb busters. Just because once that thing's down in there, the minute you push that elevator all the way down in there, this bolt slams forward like that. And you hear it smack. A lot of guys will get their thumbs caught in that. And when they're pushing down in, so they're pushing down in, they push that down in there, that bolt would slam forward and take their thumb with it and slam their thumb into the front of the barrel. So they call them thumb busters. So you gotta watch when you're loading them. But yeah. There's a tidbit for you. Alright, well, we shifted gears and now we're playing with the lanterns. There you go. That's one of the new lanterns all lit up. The only thing we found out is the leather was dry. We restored that. And they got bad fuel cap lids. The little rubber gaskets inside the fuel lids are bad. So we had another test when we tried that. But yeah, there you go. Brought back from the dead. Us and our World War II stuff. So, well, we'll fire the other one up and see if it works. Alright, campers. So there's lantern number 2. The pump leather was okay. But this one's got kind of a bad lid too. So, a couple of lid O-rings or new lids, one or the other. But there it is. Ta-da! That's 2. How about that? Okay, so I think that's a pretty full Saturday.
You don't want to put your flashlight together?
Oh, we're going to do that? Yeah, I guess we can do that. I guess we'll put the light together. I thought we were done. Okay, so another 5-minute project. The lantern that we started to resurrect a couple of videos ago, there it is. It is now resurrected and working.
It's been an enlightening day.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, enlightening day.
There it is. Look at that. Got light there. It's a little stiff to go the other way, but yep, there it is. Find the switch. There we go. Now we got a matched pair. Huh. You playing with your Garand?
I'm putting my cleaning kit back.
I feel like I'm holding myself up. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you can see there's a little trap door on the end, and that's where all the tools go. Oh, you probably put your clip back together, huh?
What clip?
For your dummy rounds?
Yeah, it's right back together and put away.
Alright.
Right.
You ain't got an empty one real close to you.
Yeah, feel how slick that one is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, huh? Big difference. I was telling them about being a thumb buster.
Yeah, but see, that one's also a Beretta.
Yeah.
See the crown on it?
Yeah. So I was telling them about you put when you were cleaning the dummy rounds off, putting them back in the clip. I was going to tell them about the GIs carrying an empty clip to full of Germans.
Now, some say that's a made-up story.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody's ever really confirmed that.
So if you remember earlier in the video, when I threw the empty clip down, you heard it go twing. Story goes that GIs used to carry around an empty clip because when the Germans heard that ting, they knew you were out of rounds. So that's when they'd come after you. Story goes, guys used to carry around an empty one, and when they were in a fight, they'd take the empty one, throw it so they'd get the sound, and then when a German would stick his head up because he thought you were out of rounds, the GIs would plink him off. Now, it's a great story. It sounds plausible. Is it true? It's one of them World War II things we'll never know. So.
It's been said numerous times, but no veterans have ever confirmed it.
Right. Okay, so it's like 5:30 and I think we're going to call it a day. It's been one hell of a day. So there you go, a different YouTube video. A little long, but a different one. Not a truck video, not a ham radio video.
But World War II related.
Yes.
For the most part.
I don't know how I'll list this one, but we'll figure something out. So anyhow, I guess we'll pick back up next weekend and see what the hell we get into.
And a lightning video.
An enlightening video, yes. Oh, yes, it was an enlightening video. Yeah, we did the lanterns, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
2 lanterns, a flashlight.
My signal cord flashlight.
Yeah. That's what started the whole thing, was the lanterns. The lanterns.
We need help. There needs to be a World War II Reenactors Anonymous. We need an intervention. We didn't do a damn thing for the truck. Didn't do a damn thing for radios.
No, not really.
All right, well, in that case, if you like what you saw, and this is different, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. I'm up to 75. I've kind of petered out at 75, so subscribers are bonus. Dingle dongle, the little dingle dongle symbol, bell thing, dooflingy, yeah, that.
If you're in the southwestern Pennsylvania area and you are interested in World War II, you can always try joining our unit.
Yeah, we could always use fresh blood in the reenactment unit. It is a good time. It's a good time. I did it just as a way to hang out with my brother, and it kind of snowballed into listening to the veterans, and there are fewer and fewer around to listen to. So take advantage of that wealth of knowledge while you can. There's no better way to hear it from other than from somebody who's actually been there. And I've heard lots of stories in the, 12 or 14 years I've been doing this. Mm-hmm. Plus the guys, I mean, we're not atypical reenactors, I guess. If we're poster boys for reenactors, then nobody ever joined.
No.
But the rest of the guys are really good guys. We have a good time. So, yeah, but if you're around the area, tri-state area, southwestern Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, yeah, if you're interested, give us a buzz. If you got any questions about anything you've seen, shoot me an email. It's down in the description. Haven't done a thing with the Patreon page. If you feel like donating, that's fine. If you don't, that's okay, too. What else? I guess that's it. We'll pick this back up next weekend.
See you next week, yep.
Talk to you later, YouTube. Bye.